Another powerful thing you can do in Aweber is create segments within an email list. So you can take people based on particular criteria and send emails just to that segment within your email list. So for example, you can create a segment of people who haven't opened a particular email. And this is powerful. For example, let's say you have a pitch or something important you want to make sure as many people see as possible. And let's say you have a 30% open rate. So 30% of the people on your email list opened that last email. But you want as many people to see it as possible. It's an important email. So what you can do is you can create a segment of the people who didn't open that last email and then send the same email to them again, maybe with a different subject line and maybe a few days later, just to the people who didn't open that email. Or maybe you want to send all your broadcasts in general only to people who have already gotten all your follow-up messages. Again, you can create a segment of people who've already gotten all the follow-up messages and then just send all your broadcasts only to those people. Or maybe you want to create a segment of people who haven't opened your emails in the past 6 months, which is something I recommend doing. And then you can send them 1 or 2 emails of, hey, just want to make sure you still want to be on this list. If you do, and then make them click a link to reconfirm that they want to be on your email list. And not only that, you're making those people make a commitment again. So if they do want to stay on board, they're making a commitment to do so and they're going to be more engaged after that as well. Also, maybe when you have people sign up for your email list, you're asking them questions that you want to segment as well. For example, at the restaurant, we ask people if they're interested in wine events only, beer events only, or wine and beer events, and we created segments based on that. So if you said you're interested in only wine events, you're not going to get beer emails. So if you need help setting up segments, you could always call Aweber support. They're always very helpful in setting things up. But let me just show you how to do that. So you're here in the Manage Subscribers tab, and then here's where you create your segment. So you just create the category that you want. So maybe you want to create a segment of people that haven't opened an email. So you go to No Opens. Since, and then you put the date, and you can put 6 months ago. Or if you want to do people who have finished all your follow-up messages, you can do last message number is, and then you can put the last follow-up that you have in there. So this is going to be a segment of people that have already received that last message in your follow-up sequence. You can also create a segment based on when people joined. To do that, you go to date added, is before this date, or is on or before or after or whatever. And you can do custom ones as well. You see here we have wine or beer or both is, and then here we put beer, wine, or both, and then we'd save it as a segment. So once you've done the search, all the people that match that criteria will show up. You name the segment here and then hit save. And then in the future, when you're sending broadcasts, after you've gone through all the steps and before you save it, you can check which segments you want to send it to. So segments are really powerful. At the very least, you should be using it every 6 months to re-engage people who haven't opened any of your emails. But there are a lot of uses for it depending on what it is you're using email for.